Om Namo Bhagavate Nityanandaya. Fisherman saved from the storm. Pokanan, a fisherman, used to offer food to Bhagavan Nityananda with utmost devotion. One day Pokanan offered his favorite fish curry and rice to Bhagavan. The same night he went to catch fish in the sea accompanied by his son. His boat got caught in the storm and started swirling. The probability of their survival was almost nil. Father, son, duo prayed fervently to their beloved Bhagavan Nityananda. Suddenly, someone started rowing the boat of Pokalan and brought them safely to the shore. After getting off the boat and stepping on the shore, father, son, duo looked back at the boat to thank the person who saved them in the storm. To their surprise, there was none in the boat. With a surprised look, they turned towards the shore. Bhagavan Nityananda was standing in front of them laughing at their perplexed faces. Snake adorned the neck of Bhagavan Nityananda. When the caves were being constructed in Kanjangad, a young boy named Gopal Krishna Vasudurga used to take out new crisp currency notes from Bhagavan's lion cloth and hand them over to Devara Pai, who used to distribute it and daily wages among the laborers. While the construction of caves was in progress, Bhagavan Nityananda used to lift and join the stones which were too heavy to be carried by 10 people together. When the caves had to be carved in the western part of the fort, he used to lie down and carve the cave using an axe. One day during the cave construction work, some trees were cut and hundreds of snakes came out. Smiling at the snakes, Bhagavan called them and took them to a peepal tree near Shiva temple. The snakes started climbing the tree. He ordered them not to trouble anyone. Among those, one snake coiled around the neck of Bhagavan Nityananda, raising its hood. Bhagavan Nityananda was looking like Lord Shiva himself. Cured Kanjangad people of cholera. Raghunath Shanai came to Kanjangad ashram to sing bhajans. He kept his harmonium and tabla in front of Nityananda Bhagavan and offered his pranams. Bhagavan immediately threw the tabla away with such a force that it broke into pieces. It didn't take much time for the harmonium to reach the same state. Raghu, are you sad now? Asked Bhagavan. Before Raghu could reply, he set the ruins of tabla and harmonium on fire. They turned into ash. This ash was tied in a cloth and was hung in a corner of the ashram. Everything was a mystery to the people witnessing this scene. In a few days, cholera erupted in Kanjangad. When the patients were given the stored ash of tabla and harmonium, they were cured of cholera. Omniscient Bhagavan caught the rice thieves. 4 bags of rice was brought by the Nityananda ashram to feed small children during Balabhojan and to feed the laborers. 4 women were employed to clean the rice. The woman stole some rice from the bag, tied it in a cloth and hid it in the bathroom of Pravasi Mandir, tourist guest house. Bhagavan directly went to the bathroom of Pravasi Mandir, found the hidden rice and added it back to the bags in kitchen. Woman apologized to Bhagavan for their mistake. Can anything be hidden from the omnipresent and the omniscient Bhagavan? Punishment to the soldiers. With no place to halt in the night, the soldiers of Kerala military force came to Kanjangad ashram. Arrangements were made for their accommodation. Bhagavan gave some instruction to them. Footwear should be left outside before entering the caves. Consuming the alcohol, smoking the cigarette, eating pan and spitting in the ashram premises is prohibited. The soldiers violated the order of Bhagavan and behaved as per their wish and whim. Around midnight, The misbehaved soldiers were suffering from vomiting and diarrhea. By morning, their condition worsened. When they realized that violating the instructions of Nityananda Bhagavan and disturbing the sanctity of the ashram of the cause of their suffering, they surrendered to Bhagavan Nityananda. There is a Shivalinga atop the caves. Offer fruits, coconuts, and light a lamp. Apologize for your mistake, suggested Bhagavan. Soldiers followed it with reverence and were cured immediately. Lakshmi Kutti cured of mental disorder. Lakshmi Kutti, a resident of Mahe in Kerala, was suffering from mental disorder. No psychologist in Kerala could be of any help. Kanyan Rao, one of her relative, brought her to Kanjangad with the last hope. At the time, Bhagavan Nityananda was busy in carving the caves. If you delay further, you won't get meals. Go first, have your food. Saying so, Bhagavan sent them for lunch. When they returned after having food, Bhagavan ordered them, "Okay, you may leave now. Otherwise, you will miss the last train to your place. Leave immediately." Lakshmi and her relatives were awfully disappointed that in spite of going to Kanjangad, they were not given a chance to share their woes with Bhagavan. Unable to question him, they returned to Mahe. Miraculously, Lakshmi was completely cured of mental disorder by the time they reached home. Everyone was joyous and offered prayers of gratitude to the merciful Bhagavan Nityananda. Shanti Swami and miracle in the well. The cave construction was under progress at fast pace. Shanti Swami was working along with Bhagavan Nityananda. Bhagavan used to pay the laborers with currency notes of thousands of rupees. Shanti Swami asked Bhagavan, "Gurudeva, from where do you get these notes?" Bhagavan asked him to go and peek into the well nearby. Shanti Swami was stunned to see pots of cash filling the well. He asked Bhagavan, "So much of money without anyone to guard it. Should there not be a watchman at least, Gurudeva?" Bhagavan Nityananda asked him to have a look at the well again. This time, in place of currency notes, he saw hundreds of poisonous snakes in the well. "Did you see both wealth and the guards? Are you okay with it now?" Bhagavan asked, laughing at the innocence of his disciple. Namo Nityanandaya.